happy Monday. Happy Monday. How are you doing? Are you ready to move? Good. All right. I see some old familiar faces. Nice to see you, Melanie. Okay, we're going to go with the flow of whatever's going to go on today. So we'll do lots of moving, lots of stretching, lots of breathing today. But I always like to ask what's going on. Anything going on in the body that is... The hip still?
Yeah, just a little. It's not as bad as it was. But
Good. Getting better? Okay. All right.
Right knee.
Knee all the time. Okay. Always the right?
Usually both.
Both. Okay. Remember when you're sitting, you're never going to touch your knees.
What about shins?
Shins. Interesting. Okay, we are going to do some feet things today. Okay, so everybody, just right now, let's just check in. If you touch your knees right now when you're sitting down, no, bring them together like the inside of your knees touch. Okay, this is not good in alignment for your knees. Even though we were taught to sit like this, like girls like that, right? It's not good alignment because your hip bone, right, your pelvis bone needs to be in line with your femur. Okay, otherwise you're stretching the outside of your knee and you're crimping the inside of your knee, and that screws up your alignment. So periodically during the class, just look down. Just say, oh wow, okay, my knees are hip width apart, right? That's one of those 101s for knee health, right? Okay, so let's take the shoulders and roll them up and back and down and around. And how about one shoulder then the other, just to loosen up a little bit. Good, and then we'll take it forward like a little swim stroke. Good, and then we'll definitely do a swim stroke. This will be the breaststroke. I like this one. Big open hearts, good. And then we'll do up and over the waves like this, up and over, yeah. Good. All right, and then bring your hands to your lap, sit up nice and tall, maybe close your eyes, ground your feet down, and let's just take a few moments to settle in here, okay? So maybe you had a busy morning, maybe you had a long leisurely morning, no matter what, morning's passed. And we're just gonna breathe in this beautiful bridge from the morning to the afternoon, right? So just start to take your breath in through the nose if you can, out through the nose or the mouth. Either way. Just taking your own time in your own breath cycle. A few more mindful breaths. Mindful meaning noticing, just noticing what part of your body is moving as you're breathing in and what part of your body is moving as you're exhaling out. And now we'll combine that breath movement with a gentle movement of our head. So when you inhale, lift your chin up just a little bit, eyes open or closed, it doesn't matter. When you exhale, tuck your chin down. Just the head's moving right now. So inhale, we're lifting up a little bit, a little neck arch, and exhale, tucking down, lengthening the neck. Good, 2 more like that. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, tucking down. And last one, inhale, lifting up. And exhale, tucking down. Now hold that tuck, keep your chin down. Good. And then take your right ear over to your right shoulder. Bring it back down to the center and take your left ear over to your left shoulder. Good. And bring it back down to the center. Again, we're going to do right ear, right shoulder. This time the left arm's going to take itself all the way out to the side, halfway between your hips and your shoulders. So you're like a 45-degree angle. Inhale, turn the palm up on the left side. Exhale, turn the palm down. Good. Inhale, palm is up. Exhale, palm is down. 2 more times. This time we're going to flip the palm backwards. So inhale, the palm is up. Exhale, flip the palm backwards so the thumb's facing down towards the floor. Oh, just gently there. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Bringing your hand and your chin back to the center. We'll take it over to the left ear, left shoulder. Right hand reaches out. Make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide and you're reaching. So inhale, flip the palm up. Exhale, flip the palm down towards the floor. And again, inhale, palm is up. Exhale, palm is down. And then we'll flip the palm backwards. So inhale, palm up. Exhale, palm is flipped all the way facing backwards. Good. And last time, inhale up. And exhale, flip it down. And then bring your head and your chin back to the center. Good. Interlace your hands behind your head. And now you're going to use your thumbs, and you're going to hook your thumbs right underneath the rounded part of your skull. It's almost like where your hairline is, right? That's called the occiput. It's like a little ledge, and you're going to hook your thumbs right underneath there, And you're going to start to lift your skull up and away from your spine. So this one is super good for anybody who has neck arthritis, which is me, anybody who's ever had whiplash, any kind of neck injury. This creates length in your neck. Good. Release your hands, bring your chin back to center, open your eyes if you want to, and then up and over and up and over. Oh, that feels so good already, huh? Good. Take your arms out nice and wide, thumbs are up. Good. Give yourself a little hug and then a twist. And one more time, bring it all the way up. And give yourself a twist and wrap the other way if you can. And then twist it. Good. And then release. Take your hands and give them a shake. Shake to one side, in the middle, to the other side, and to the middle. Good. And then all the way up to the ceiling. Good. And then release it. All right. Take one foot up. Doesn't matter which one. We're just going to point and flex a little bit. We're going to do some feet work today. So I know some of you have socks on. So when we get to the feet, we're going to be hopefully taking off our socks because we're going to be working on our toes a little. So just circle around and around. Good. And around the other way. Good. Other side. A point and flex. Getting some energy into those feet. Good. And then around and around. And around and around. Very good. And then how about both? Why not? Let's just power up those legs right now. Point and flex. Good. And then windshield wipers, it goes like this. This way, this way. You should feel that in your hip now. This way, this way. Good. Good. And then we're going to take it wide and we're going to go pigeon-toed. And we're going to go open, penguin feet. Take your hands on your hips because I want you to feel that femur moving in your hip socket. Yeah. The femur is the bone that comes from your hip to your knee. And we're moving that and rotating that. And that's giving a gentle massage to your hips right now. Good. Good. And one more time when you do this, I want you to cross over at the ankles. These are your mermaid flippers. And see if you could flip your feet. Yeah, good. All right. We had a discussion with my grandkids this week if mermaids really exist. What do you think I said? I said for sure they really exist, right? Yeah, good. And then shake it out a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of patterns today. Patterns I always like to introduce because it helps with our memory. Anybody feel like their memory is a little bit sometimes, right? Always, right? So memory is good because we're doing patterns, we progress in the patterns, and then we kind of review the patterns. So this one's called picking fruit. It looks like this. We're going to take the left hand and we're going to reach up like we're picking up like an apple from the tall tree. Good. Bring it in. You're going to grab it. You're going to take it out to the side and you're going to drop it in the basket. Okay? Now, if you want to work on your core a little bit more, it's going to go like this. We're going to reach, pick, and then we're going to lean, and drop it in the basket. Good. Okay, other side. So we're going to reach, pick, and then lean and drop. Good. And we're going to reach, pick, lean, and drop. Good. Now we're going to give it away. So it goes like this. Reach, grab it, lean forward, give it away. Good. And again, reach, grab, lean forward, give it away. Good core work. Good. Here we go. Reach, grab, forward, lean, give it away. Good. And again, reach, grab, forward, give it away. Okay, here we go. We're going to drop it on the floor now. So we're going to reach up, we're going to pick it, and it dropped on the floor, so that means we have to lean down and try to pick it. If you go down to the floor or not, doesn't matter. Good. Here we go. Reach up, maybe look up. Grab, down to the floor. Here we go. Pick it up. Other side. Reach, pick, down to the floor, pick it up. A little back bend, good. And here we go. Up, reach, and to the floor. Good. Now, low-hanging fruit. Left hand reaches way low, good. Grab it. Take a bite. Yeah, you got to make the noise. It's an important part. Ready? Reach, grab, and oh, I like that. Here we go. Reach, grab, and reach, grab, in here. Okay, we're going to do the whole 4 patterns. Everybody remember it already? Yeah, I know some of you have done this already with me, but some of you haven't. We're going to do both arms, okay? So we go reach up, out to the basket, reach up, give it away, reach up to the floor, and then crisscross to the center and bite. You got that? Ha-ha, right? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Reach up to the side, drop. Good. Now we're going to give it away. So reach up, give it away in front. Palms are open. Good. All right. And we're going to drop it to the floor. Reach up to the floor. Take it down. Bring it back in. Okay. Crisscross. Reach, grab, and okay. You think we're over, but we're not. Okay. Because the next one is the hardest. This one really uses your brain and your body. And when they communicate together, it's beautiful. When they don't, it's funny. Okay. So either way, it's good. Okay. So it looks like this. We're going to reach, grab. One arm goes in the basket. The other arm gives away. Yeah, so remember the palm is down when we do the basket, but the palm is up when we give it away. Okay, then we come back in and we do the other side. Reach up there. Okay, all right, good, you got it. Reach up. Okay, I'm looking at everybody. I won't be calling out names. Good. We got it? All right, we're gonna do one more cycle. Here we go. Reach up, one out to the side. Remember the palm is up in the front? Good, all right, and last one. Reach up. Good. And the last question is, how many apples did we pick minus the ones we ate? Come on. All right, a little math there, a little math. Okay, so take it out to the side with your legs nice and wide, and we're just going to go back and forth. Yeah, moving into the hips. So chair yoga is so great because it allows us to do so many things sitting in the chair. But one thing we have to do when we're in chair yoga is opening up the hips. Because if we sat for a whole hour with our knees bent like this, it's not good for the hips. Good. And then just take it nice and wide, keep it nice and wide. We're going to do a couple cat-cows. So on your inhale, you're going to pull those palms towards your hip bones, arch your back, lift your chin. And the exhale is the opposite. So the hands slide towards the kneecaps. Tuck in your belly and round your back. Good. Inhale, we're lifting up. And exhale, we're rounding back. Good. And again, inhale, we're lifting up. And exhale, we're rounding back. And last one, inhale, lifting up. And exhale, rounding back. Good. Walk your feet back in and a little kiss your knee if you want to. So you can bring the knee up like this. And if you want to do the full thing, it goes like this. Mwah! And we know we love our knees. Good. And mwah. And again. Good. All right. Shake your feet a little bit. All right. We're going to do a little bit of shoulder work. Shoulders are very important, right? They help us carry things, lift things, hold things. But they also can tend to be overworked, okay? So we're gonna work on the mobility of the shoulder joint. So I want you to take one hand in cactus and the other hand in cactus. And this is what you're gonna be looking. You're gonna looking to each side and see if you think the elbow is in line with your shoulder. That's kind of what you're looking for first. Good. And then we're gonna slowly, slowly bring the hands up with the elbows bent, so almost the thumbs touch, not quite though. Good. And then we're going to take the elbows all the way down to your waist. Keep going until your elbow touches your waist. Do you see that range of motion in your shoulder joint? Now notice your shoulder blades. You know those two little prongy things? When you lift them all the way up, the shoulder blades almost come to your armpits. They're really high in your back. And when you bring them all the way down, so your elbows are touching in, those shoulder blades are almost down to your waist. So the cool thing about this, we'll do this a few more times, the shoulder girdle, which is what we're moving right now, is independent of your spine. It glides up and down, just like this. I call this the shoulder glide. It's such an important movement. A lot of times people are really tight in the shoulders and they can't do this, so you ladies are looking really good. One more time, we're gonna bring it all the way up. Good, and we're gonna bring it all the way down. Now when you have your elbows tucked in as tight as you can, bring your hands out in front like you're holding a tray, and then place your hands on your laps. Now do you feel like you're sitting up taller? You are, right? Because your shoulders are down in your back, you're nice and flat. Now everybody, I want you to round your shoulders forward like this, like a hunch. So this is what happens when we hunch. The shoulder blades go up, right? So see if you can bring them down. So that movement is like this, down and down. Yeah. And I want you to notice this. I notice it a lot in restaurants when I'm going out or airports or whatever, how people sit. People sit like this a lot. Right? And that's going to be really bad for your back, really bad for your breathing, your shoulders, right? So you guys know how to sit up tall when we go like that? Sit up tall. Very good. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of marching. So left arm comes up and down, and the right arm and down. Then the right foot. Oh, I heard some cracking on that one. And the left foot. Good. And then we'll alternate. Here's our patterns, right? Working the right and left side of our bodies. Make sure that your kneecaps and your toes are facing up. Yeah. Now, if you don't think that chair yoga is good for the legs, do something like this, right? Good. And then we're going to reach up higher if you can. Good. Yeah. Don't slouch in the belly, though. Good. Good. All right. Good. And now we're going to do both arms up. Both arms. Good. Hold on to the chair. Both legs up. Maybe scooch back. Both legs up. Good. Now it's both arms and both legs, and we're going to hold it for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Very good. And then shake it out. All right, a little bit of hip action. So take one leg up, doesn't matter which one. And we're gonna go out and in a few times, out and in. Good, and then we're gonna roll it around. One direction a few times, and the other direction a few times. Very good. And then to the other side, here we go, lift it up. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Good, out and in. We get into every joint and every muscle in our class. Good. And then roll it around. How's it feel, Lena, when you roll it around? It's a little.
It feels okay. It's just when I walk and put pressure on it, it's a little twingy.
Oh, I see. Okay. It's when you put pressure on it mostly. Yeah. Okay, we got that. Good. All right. Now take that first leg up, up, up. Okay. And we're going to take it out to the side. And this is a tricky move. You guys have done this before, but we're doing it in a different way. We're going to take the other hand and we're going to lift on the inside of the foot and bring it all the way up. Yeah. Now I know you can't do that because of your hip replacement, so you can just cross it down on the bottom. Good. All right. So you're there? Good. Now see if this knee can just gently flutter like this. Yeah. So this is called external hip mobility. Now some people, if they have very open hips, their shins would be parallel to the floor. For me, that doesn't work that way, right? But what we're doing is we're just getting a little bit more into that hip joint. Good. Good. And then release it down. So we'll take the other leg up. We're going to take it out, and then we're going to grab the other hand, lift it up, and bring it over to the other knee. Yeah. And when you're sitting up nice and tall, you're just going to just do a little feather. It's just a little motion. It's not a big push. But you're just trying to nudge into the tight muscles that are there in that hip joint that restrict you. And this is basically anatomy. You can't really go further than the bumper, basically. Good. Isn't that pretty good? It feels good? On the knee or the hip?
I hear it.
All in the shin and around the kneecap, right? We're stretching that knee. Right, good. And then bring it all the way back. Good. Now we'll do a little knee strengthening as we bring that up. We're going to bring one leg up. We're going to hold it like this and see if you can sit up tall. That's the hard part. Oh, yeah. Hold it. Good. And then down. Lift up the other one. Straight. And hold it. Remember, you're not slouching. That's the hard part. This is all the core stuff. Good. And we'll do it one more cycle. This time we're going to let go of our hands. So up. We're going to hold it, sit up tall, and get into cactus. Whoo. Good. Good. And then lower it. And last one. Up. Sit up tall. Sit up tall. Good. And release it. Good. Take it out wide. I know your hips are going to need this stretch right here. Pivot a little bit more so you can get that whole length of your hip open. Good. Good. Okay, we're going to do side saddles. So that means we're going to swing on over. So the left knee is in the front. The right knee is down towards the floor. Your inside hand is holding onto the chair. Okay? A little hip glide. So the outside arm is going to come to your shoulder. We're going to inhale the hip up and the elbow down. So you're trying to kiss your elbow there. Good. And then you're going to exhale, pull the hip up, pull the elbow up, drop the hip, and lean into the chair. Good. We're going to do that 3 more times. So inhale the touch, exhale the lift, and again, inhale touch, exhale lift. Last one, inhale dip, exhale lengthen. Then you can take your hand to the top of your head, give a little armpit opening, good. You can hook your arm over your head like you're reaching over your head, or you can even reach forward and 45 degrees inward. And if you're doing that, you're going to open and close your fingers and just pull and stretch and breathe into that lower left hip, right hip area. Breathing into that, and then you're going to come all the way back to the center and walk it back to the other side. Good. Even Steven, right and left. Good. So as you're holding on to the chair, remember you're going to take that little dip with that bottom foot. Make sure you're not sitting on your cheek on that one. Good. Take the outside hand to your shoulder. We're going to inhale dip, exhale lift, inhale dip, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up. Last round, inhale down, exhale up, hold it, hand to your head. Arm can hook over your head if you want a little more lengthening in your ribs. And then you can reach forward, opening, closing your fingers. So just breathing and breathing. Good, and gently come all the way back to the center. Walk it all the way back in. Keep your legs wide. Keep your legs wide, because we'll do a couple cat-cows. So we're going to inhale and arch and look up. Exhale, round and tuck. And again, inhale, arch it. Exhale, round it. And inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Good, come all the way back to the center. Does everybody have their belts? We're going to do one more little shoulder movement. This is called Gomukhasana, which is cow-facing pose. I think in a silhouette, you look like a cow, okay? And you guys are silhouetted, just to let you know, because you have a window behind you, so I'll see if you do. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the belt in the palm of our left hand, so it looks like this. See, and it's almost like equal on each side, bending down, good. You're gonna take your hand up, 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 and you're gonna place it right in the middle of your upper back or neck area, yeah. So the idea of this is to get your elbow. See how your palm is actually touching down here. It's not up here, right? Your palm's down here, like you're trying to pat yourself on the back. So it looks like this, okay? The idea is to get your elbow facing up towards the ceiling. You know what muscle is that we're gonna allow ourselves to do that? It's the tricep muscle. The muscle that gets baggy, this guy right here. So when you stretch that one a little bit like this, yeah, it starts to tone the muscle. Starts to tone it. So there's just a gentle little movement like that, like we did with the hips. You're just gently stretching in that. Good. All right, let's try the other side. Okay, so you're going to take the belt to the other side. The hand is straight to start with. Okay, you lift it up, and then you pat yourself on the back. And now you're just going to notice where your elbow is, right? Now, if your elbow's facing down like this, that means this is all tight. It's all tight. Okay, and that's okay because that's what yoga's about, is getting into tight spots, right? So you would just take your hand and just gently kind of get that elbow to go up a little bit. Yeah, this is going to stretch those beautiful triceps. Good, good, and then release it. All right, take your belt across your lap because we're going to do two more things. Now you're going to take your left hand out like this. Turn it backwards. Remember we turned it backwards with the thumb down? And then bend your elbow and slide it in until you stop, okay? Now see how I have a gap here, right? See if you can slide it so there's no gap. If you can't, don't worry about it. But that's how tight we want to be in there. Now your shoulder blades should be really kind of poking out there in the back. See if you can scratch your back right in the middle of your shoulder blades. See if you can scratch that area. Kind of looks like this, right? You're lifting it up, trying to scratch that. Okay. All right, and then release it. Shake that arm out. You didn't know that you had all this flexibility, huh? So arm is out. Flip your palm backwards. Your thumb is down. You're going to bend your elbow, and you're going to slide it in. Is one side easier than the other? Probably, huh? Yeah. So once you start to get it in there, see if you can reduce that little space right there. Good. And then try to scratch your back. This one I can do better. You can see I can come up higher. So both sides are different, right? Good. And then release it. Shake it out. Now we are ready to do the full Gomukhasana pose, okay? We're going to incorporate both those movements. So belt is in your left hand. We reach it up, and we put it in the back. Opposite hand, flip the thumb down, reach back, and what you're going to do, it looks like this. See? You're holding the belt here, and you're holding the belt here. And then you're straightening your spine up. Good. And then you take a bow. So take a breath, and a little bow. Bow, and come back in, and then release it. Good. All right. You know what you're doing on the other side, right? Okay, here we go. Belt in the palm of your hand. Up it goes into the middle of your back. Other hand out. Thumb is down. Bring it underneath. Hold on to the belt. I bet you feel it's different on this side, don't you? Sit up nice and tall. Take a breath. And exhale. Fold forward. Inhale back. And release it. Oh, good job, girls. Okay, so now take your shoulders and just kind of move them and roll them around. Good. So we're working on shoulder flexibility, which helps your posture, of course, and your heart and your lungs. Good. All right, we'll do a little finger work. Open and close, open and close. Good. All right, little dexterity. A-OK. A-OK. Everybody got that? The thumbs and the pinkies? Good. And then the next one. You should feel a stretch in your forearms with all your tendons stretching. And then your ring finger does the A-OK. Good. And then the little finger does the A-OK with all the others reaching up. Good. Back to the index finger and the thumb. Put on your glasses and look around the room. Good. All right, now the special eclipse glasses, because we did open up our shoulders a little bit, you might be able to do it. It goes like this, and you flip them so that your fingers are down and the holes are like that. Good, Patty. Good, good. I know. Very, very hard. You guys look great. You look like Mardi Gras right now. Okay, good. And then release it. Shake it out. Okay, a little carpal tunnel stretch. Little carpal tunnel stretch. Good. Then we'll do the forearm stretch. So palms touch. They go back to back. Make a knuckle fist, and then pump your knuckles. and stretch the back of your hands. How's that feel? Oh, I love that feeling. Good. And then release it. Good. Shake out your legs. Good. All right, we're ready for some sun salutations. As you know, we're going to do 8 of them, which is equivalent to walking a quarter of a mile. So feet are flat. Remember, knees are going to be parallel. No knees touching throughout the whole thing, if you can remember that, okay? Bring your hands to your heart center. Let's take a little pause. So close your eyes, soften your shoulders down. Notice your core muscles. Try to sit up nice and tall. Remember where those shoulder blades need to be. They need to be down towards your waist. Good. Flutter your eyes open, and on your inhale, we're lifting up. And on your exhale, we're in cactus. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, lean halfway down. Good. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, hands to kneecaps, slide towards the floor. Inhale, we're halfway. Exhale, we're folding. Inhale, the right arm is up and lower. Inhale, the left arm is up and lower. Take it to the top. Inhale, lift, touch at the top. Exhale, back to the heart center, keeping that flow. Inhale, lift up, maybe look up. Exhale, arms in cactus, halfway down. Take a breath, inhale. Hands to kneecaps, slide down. Inhale, we're arching. Exhale, we're bowing. Inhale, the right arm is up and lower. Inhale, the left arm is up and lower. Take it to the top. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, you're back to your heart. Good. One more like that, and then we add inhale up. Exhale, lean halfway down. Take a deep breath. Hands to kneecaps, slide down. Inhale, we're halfway. Exhale, we're bowing. Inhale, the right arm is up and lower. Inhale, the left arm is up and lower. Take it to the top. Inhale, looking up, touch. Exhale, back to the heart center. Good. We'll add a twist. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, halfway down. Take your breath. Hands to kneecaps, slide towards the floor. Inhale, we're halfway. Exhale, we're folding. Inhale, the right arm is up and lower. Inhale, the left arm is up and lower. Inhale, both arms up, 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 and they're going to bring both hands to your shoulders. We're going to twist to the left on the exhale. So inhale, tall. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center to the right. Inhale, center to the prayer. Good. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, halfway down. Take a breath. Hands to kneecaps, slide towards the floor. Inhale, we'll arch halfway. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, the right arm is up and lower. Inhale, the left arm up and lower. Inhale, both arms to the top and bring them back to your shoulders once more. We're going to dip to the left on the exhale, okay? So inhale, exhale, dip. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip. Inhale, center to the heart. Good. Now the feet. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, halfway down. Take a breath. Hands to kneecaps, slide down. Inhale, your back arch. Exhale, your fold. Inhale, right arm is up and lower. Inhale, left arm is up and lower. Inhale, both arms out in front. You're going to lean. Good. Pull in the belly. Toes are down, heels are up. Just press. Press with the balls of your feet so you strengthen your feet. Good. And then drop it. Inhale, lift. Hands to the heart. 2 more rounds. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lean halfway. Take that breath. Hands to kneecaps, slide down. Inhale, arch up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right arm is up and lower. Inhale, left arm is up and lower. Inhale, back to the front again. Hold that beach ball and lean. Heels down, toes up. Spread the toes and wiggle them. Wiggle them. Now just wiggle your pinky. That's it. Just your pinky. Is that hard to do? Yeah. The brain has a long distance to do that. Good. Drop it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back to the heart center. Last lap. Inhale. Exhale, halfway. Big breath. Hands to kneecaps, slide down. Inhale, the arch. Exhale, the fold. Inhale, right arm. Lower. Inhale, left arm. And lower, back to the top. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, whew, back to the center. Whew, was that some work? Grab some water if you need some. I think it's a hot day today already, huh? All right, so I think many of you know that I share these filmed classes either on YouTube or on my Yoga Vista TV website. And a lot of people from all across the world do them. And many of them get together in community rooms, and they do them together. And they say they always dread the blast-offs because they never know how many there's going to be. right? So we're going to surprise everybody today with a number that's probably going to be a little bit more than we think this is going to be. So let's see, what's the date today?
24.
We're not doing 24 and we're not doing 42. Okay, so how can we make something out of 24?
12.
How's 12? Oh, half of 24. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it made sense with math-wise, okay? 12. We got it, girls? 12. Okay. So as always, I always want to give everybody the option to do the butt lifts because those are so very important if you cannot get up and down off your chair. Otherwise, hands to your shoulders, challenging, swing your arms a little easier. It's going to be 12. Here we go. 12 with a pause at the top. Good, and down. Watch those knees. Don't let them touch. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I see those butt lifts working. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and blast off. Good job. All right, come on up. Come on up. Grab your chair. Bring yourself behind your chair. All right, so we're going to look down at our feet, okay? We're going to be doing a couple of feet things today. So I want you to rock to your heels and lift your toes up and see if you can spread them, even if you have socks on. Does that stretch your calves nice? Doesn't that? Feels good, huh? Good. Then you're going to come to your tippy toes and lift your heels up and hold on. Good. Come back down again, heels down, toes up, spread your toes. Good. And then rock. Good. And one more time. Good. Next time we're on our tippy toes, I want you to hold your tippy toes and take your right arm in cactus and walk 2 times to the side. Once and twice. And then back to the center. Once and twice. Good. And then rock down on the heels, lift the toes up. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. So tippy toes, left arm in cactus, walk twice to the side. Once and twice. Once and twice back. Good. Back to your heels. Toes are up. Now we're going to take that right arm in cactus. We're going to waddle twice to the right. So we're going to go waddle, waddle. Good. Back in. Waddle, waddle. Good. And then we're going to go tippy toes. Down to the heels. Toes are up. And now left arm goes out. Here we go. Waddle, waddle. Good. And waddle, and waddle. Good. Tippy toes one more time. And then heels one more time. Toes are up. Very good. Okay, upward facing dog. Right arm reaches up, but the palm is facing in. Palms facing in. Good. Bring it back down. Left arm, palm is up. Good. If you can, both arms. This is going to lengthen your spine. You will get taller when you do this. Good. Bring both hands down. Walk yourself all the way back by bending your knees and letting your back be nice and flat. Downward facing dog, but make sure that you're bending your elbows and your knees if you need to. Okay? Make sure those feet are hip width apart. We're going to take 4 long breaths here. So if you have any low back issues, upper back tension, this is the pose for you. So take your inhale breath and exhale, pull and stretch, pull and stretch. Should feel good. There should be no pain, so always be cautious. Just use your own breath cycle. 2 more. Try to do this every day. Kitchen counter is the greatest height for this one. Good. Then look between your thumbs. We're going to walk all the way up, all the way up. Good. And then how about a kick out a leg in one direction and kick out the leg the other direction. Good. We'll come into warrior 1. So the right foot will stay. The left foot will step back so that the heel is down. That means the toes are a little bit angled. Good. And then bend both knees. And of course, we're always going to check that knee alignment. So you might need to scoot your feet forward a little bit in order to see your toes. Good. All right. Left arm cactus. Right arm cactus. Good. We're going to do that shoulder glide. Remember, we did it sitting down. We're going to do it here. So we're going to inhale up. The thumbs almost touch. Exhale, elbows come down to your waist. Very good. Inhale up. Exhale down. And again, 2 more. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, lower. And 1 more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Take your hands to your chairs. We're going to do 3 push-ups because it's the summertime. Okay, so take a breath and exhale. Do a push-up all the way down. Keep your elbows tucked in. Inhale, everything is straight. Exhale, come down. And inhale, straight. And exhale, come down. And inhale straight. Back foot comes forward. Maybe shake it out a little bit. We'll do the warrior to the other side. So left foot stays, right foot steps back. We're going to bend that left knee. And again, we're just double checking the kneecap is in the center, right, between the second and third toe. Good. One arm in cactus. Other arm in cactus. This is going to be bellows. This is a pose that Paula always does. I love this one. We're going to inhale here and exhale. Bring the palms together and maybe the elbows touch. Maybe. Good. Inhale, open. Exhale, touch forward. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, touch. And last one. Inhale, open. And exhale, touch. Good. Bringing both hands to the chair. 3 push-ups on this side. So inhale. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Very good. All the way back up. And we're going to walk it forward, and then we're going to shake a leg again, and shake a leg. Okay, so we are going to do the celebrity moves. This is for your hips. It's really a fun one. It's when 4 celebrities are going to be visiting us, and they're going to do different movements, okay? The first one is going to be Elvis moves his pelvis, okay? And it looks like this. The left foot goes out in front of you 45 degrees so that your toe's on the ground, but your heel is up. And you're going to bend your back knee and your front knee a little bit. Because what you're going to do is you're going to do a swirling motion like a hula hoop. Yeah. Good. Be gentle. Good. And go the other way. And when you go the other way, take the matching hand, the one that's bent with the leg, and just swirl that around. Good. Yeah. This was R-rated at the time. Good. And then bring it back to the center. Okay. Other side, pointing the toe, just the ball of the foot is down. Knee bends both sides. And then the circular motion is just gentle. It doesn't have to be big. It comes from the hips more so than the knee, right? Good. And then go the other way and then match the arm and just kind of swirl around. Just lubricating the joints. Good. Good. And then back to the center. Tom Jones comes. A little bit of Delilah maybe, huh? Take your hands like this with a microphone. And the other hand comes to your hips. And we're just going to swoon around like this, yeah. It's like a little hula hoop, yeah, with the arm and the hips. Good, good. Switch the microphone to the other side, and the hula hoop goes to the other side. Good. All right, he was a little tamer, huh? Good. And then Marilyn Monroe, my favorite, because we get to wear our stilettos. When was the last time you wore stilettos, huh? Okay, so it looks like this. Your hip comes up, and you're on the ball of your foot, and your hip is up. Yeah. And then you transition the other hip up. And you're going like that. So you're taking that hip out to the side and stretching the outer side of your hip muscles. Yeah, good. You're looking stylish. Good. Good. And the last one is Michael Jackson. This is the X-rated one, okay? One hand on your belly button, but usually he does it lower, but we're doing belly button on this one, okay? The other hand goes back. Remember how we opened up the back like that? The other hand is open to the back. And we're going to do a pelvic tilt, so it goes like this. Forward and back. Forward and back. Yeah, so it's just the pelvis that moves. Yeah, that movement is so important to your low back health, right? You're arching and you're tucking. Good. Very good. And bring it back in. Whew, good job. Take a leg, shake it. Take a leg and shake it. All right, we're going to come into our chair pose. This one is for the strength of our knees, okay? So when you grab a hold of the chair, you're going to step back a little bit and bend both knees, but making sure that your back is straight, so you're not leaning. Okay? We're not going to be doing a chair like this. We're going to be doing a chair with our back straight. Now, this is so very important to keep your legs parallel, right? So make sure you see your knees. You probably won't see your toes on this one. Make sure you see your knees are parallel. Good. All right. Now, come to your tippy toes on this one. Oh, yeah. Is that some work? Yeah. Come down. Rock to your heels. Toes are up. Woohoo. And one more. Toes down. Good. Back to the heels. Down. Good. And then flatten your feet. Good. One arm is in front of you. Hold it. Take it out to the side. Take it in front and down. Other side. Out, forward, and down. Good. Both arms up, out, forward. Then take them both all the way back behind you like this. Might as well work the arms while we're working the legs. Good. Only if you want to. I want you to lean forward a little bit. Yeah, that's for your core now. We're going to count down from 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we're going to straighten everything up. Bring both hands up all the way up to the sky. Good. And when you come down, we're going to do a very important compensation pose, okay, which is called kick your butt. Okay? When my mom got her knee replacement, she had to work on the flexion of her knee joint. Flexion is when you bend your knee like this. And the cool thing about that is you're stretching the front of your thighs, and that keeps your knees healthy when you can do that. Good. Kick in the butt. All right, very good. And then we're going to do a balancing pose. Okay. All right, so take your chair in front of you. Good. We're going to take the right leg. Yeah, right leg out to the side. The toes are facing inward, just slightly inward. Pigeon toe it. Let me just see everybody pigeon toe that leg. Ooh, that's your femur moving in your socket, okay? Take your leg and do a duck motion. Good. Now pigeon toe it again. Yeah, remember we did that when we were sitting. Good. I just want to see everybody's hip joint working. Good. Now toes facing straight. Good. Outside hand is going to be in our cactus position. Good. Tap the chair. Tap the chair. Tap the chair. Good. Can you let go? 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. The Marilyn Monroe, that little movement like that, or skiing as we would say. Good. We'll do the other side. So standing up nice and tall, left foot is out. We're going to first pigeon toe. That means the toes are moving in towards the center. Do you feel that muscle do that? Yeah, you can feel that. And then take it out with the duck. Yeah. It's like a pigeon toed and then a duck. Yeah, moving that femur in the socket. This is so good for arthritis. And the point is that we are tractioning the joint, which means we're opening it up. Good. Now the foot is facing forward on this one and the matching arms in cactus. Good. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. When you come back in, a little hip movement. Little hip movement. Good. And then come on down, grab your belts. We're going to give ourselves a little foot massage here. So take your time, find your belts, find your breath, drink some water if you need to. Did I work you hard today for a Monday? I am working you hard, huh? It does feel good. We came back from Arizona yesterday. It was a 7.5-hour drive, so it feels good to move, I tell you that much. All right, so how many of you are sitting, don't even show me the hands, are sitting and leaning on the back of the chair? Okay. All right. If you want to work your core muscles, doesn't everybody want to work their core muscles? Why? Why do we want to work our core muscles to begin with? Balance, posture, reduces your back strain, right? Because if you are slouching, your low back muscles are bearing a lot of that stress. So when you're sitting up tall and you're not touching the back of your chair, there is so much core strength going on. So periodically through the class, notice that. I have no problems with you leaning back in the chair because surely you need to have that kind of rest. But periodically, try to see if you can scooch up a little bit, use your core muscles, and especially in this sequence because it's kind of an important one. So belt's going to go across the ball of the left foot. And remember, it's the ball and not the arch of the foot. And then we'll straighten out the leg, but keep the elbows bent. Yeah, because that will start to work your arm muscles. And Velia, do you need a belt?
Well, I'll do it.
You'll get it. Okay. You know what you're doing, I know. Okay. We're going to work on the knee alignment. So we're going to bend and straighten. Yeah. Bring in some synovial fluid into that knee joint. Good. Good. And one more time. And then when it's straight, remember you're sitting up. You're going to grab the belt with the matching hand. The other hand comes up with the thumb up. And we're going to go out until you hit the bumper. Don't worry about going far on this one. Turn your head the other way and just sit up nice and tall for a count of 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to the center and we'll flip the grip and go the other way as we look at the thumb. Good. And when we come back to the center, we're going to bring that ankle to the knee and the belt goes across our lap. This is where I want you to either take your socks off or anything like that because this is going to be an important part we're going to be working on. Okay? So balance has a lot of different components, right? It's got the core that we talked about. It's got the strength of our legs and our muscles, but also it's got the ability for our feet to balance us because 25% of all the bones are in your feet, okay? That's a lot of bones in your feet. They're meant to move and gyrate around. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take each foot and we're going to pull and wiggle our toe. So you're going to take your hand and you're going to take your big toe and pull and wiggle it and try to make it long. Yeah. Sometimes there might be a little snap that kind of feels like you just aligned it, right? And then the next toe, pull and wiggle, make it nice and long. And the middle toe, and the, what's it called, the ring finger toe? I don't know, the ring toe. And then the baby toe. Good. And are some of your toes curling and some aren't?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so we're trying to get them to be as straight as we can, okay? And then we're going to interlace that same hand in between our toes. So think about getting a pedicure, right? What they do with those little toe separators. If you have them at home, it's a really good thing to do. You're just interlacing them in between each of the toes. Sometimes it's doable, sometimes it's not. You just do that for a moment and then just wiggle your toes a little bit. Yeah, good. Toe separators are very important for not getting those bunions or helping those bunions a little bit. Good. All right, and then we're going to do a little bit of massaging with that same hand in the arch of your foot. Make sure that your foot is flexed. So when your toes are going backwards, you should feel a ridge. Everybody feel that ridge? If you take your hand, you can feel that ridge. That's your plantar fascia. Okay, it's the arch of your foot. And it needs to be pliable enough so if you took like your second and third finger and you pushed it in there, it gives. Does it give a little bit? It shouldn't be hard as a rock. If it's hard as a rock, that's when you can get tears, and that's plantar fasciitis. So you want to be mushing in there, like massaging in that space. Good. All right. So now we're going to do the ski slope. It looks like this. That same hand is going to go to your knee. We're going to slide along your shins. Remember we talked about shins a little bit. Slide along your shins. When you get to your foot, you're going to start to straighten your foot, slide your hand all the way over your toes and curl your toes backwards. Or down, basically down, yeah. Then take your hand and only curl your toes backwards, only your toes. And then take your foot and flex it again. Good, let's do it one more time, ski slope. We take it to the top, we slide all the way down the shin to the ankle, and then we start to straighten the foot, curl those toes under, and then just pull those toes back, just the toes, and then flex that ankle again, and now rotate that ankle. One direction a few times, good. And then the other direction. Good. And then bring it all the way back up and down. And here we go to the other side. All right. The belt across the ball of the right foot. You're sitting up nice and tall. So when I say sit up nice and tall, it usually means don't use the back of your chair. If you can, okay, if you can. Okay, so sitting up tall, remember elbows are bent, leg is straight. We're going to bend and straighten a few times. Just get some synovial fluid in that joint. Good. Good. And one more time, it'll be straight. Grab the belt with the matching hand. The other hand is out with the thumb up. We're going to open up to the side. Yeah, good. Sit up tall. Good. And then back to the center. Flip your grip. Go the other way. Maybe even look at that thumb out there. And when we come back to the center, it's ankle to the knee. The belt can go on the floor. We won't use that again. Okay. Good. And now we're going to pull and wiggle each toe. Make sure the bottom foot is nice and grounded, right? Pull and wiggle the big toe. Pull and wiggle it. This is called tractioning. It's good for arthritis. And then, of course, each toe after that. Anybody feeling like a pop or a click or anything? Sometimes you get it back into alignment, which is nice. Think about stubbing your toe. How often do we do that, right? This is the opposite, right? So it gives space for those joints. And then we take the hand, we spread it out nice and wide, and then we interlace it between each one. Is this hard for you ladies? Yeah, it is. If you have bunions, this one's going to be a hard one. Good. And once you get it in there, then you just do a little wiggle. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Good. All right, good. So the foot is flexed, right? You're going to take your hand, and you're just going to slide in that area, and you're going to feel that nice kind of, it's dense, right? It's dense, but it's not rigid. And then use these two fingers, like your peace fingers, and kind of poke it in there and smush around in there. Make sure that that feels kind of, it gives a little bit. Good. All right. Now, ski slope. Hands to your knee. Slide down your shin, down to the top of your foot. As you straighten your foot, curl your toes under. Then just the toes go back. Then the ankle goes back. Good. And one more. Top of the ski slope. Slide all the way down. Start to straighten your foot. Keep going, keep going. Curl your toes under. That helps your arches right there. Good. Toes go back. And foot goes back. Good. Now rotate. Rotate one direction. Good. And then the other. Very good. And then bring it all the way back down to the center. Very good. Very good. Okay, take your legs out wide. And we're going to do the Egyptian. Good. And one more. Good. All right. Now coming back in, we're going to do the tug of war. This one is for the strength of our core muscles, our pelvic floor muscles, right? So everything that sits in the inside of us. Let's think about all of our organs, including our digestive and our elimination organs, all live here. The pelvic floor is actually the floor that holds that. If that floor is weak, the organs start to fall. So that's the important part of strengthening this part of our bodies. We're going to strengthen the inner parts of our thighs, which is actually part of your pelvic floor. We're going to do that with a tug of war. So it looks like this with both hands. Good. Both hands, they come on the inside of your knees. You're going to try to take your hands and push your knees away from each other, but take your legs and try to pull them together so that they're going to almost try to touch. And that should feel like there's a lot of effort going on right now. And see if you can smile. Yay, there's some work going on. Keep on doing it. Who's winning? The hands or the thighs? Which ones? The legs are winning, yeah. Good, and then release it. Whew, that's a lot of work for those pelvic floor muscles and those inner thighs, right? The opposite way, you're going to take your hands to the opposite side of your knees. You're going to try to pull your knees together, but then your knees are going to try to pull back out, okay? So here we go. I bet you feel that in your arms as well, don't you? Yeah. Good. This is going to strengthen the outer hip muscles. Good. Keep on doing that. Keep on doing that. Good. And then release it. Whew. Good. All right, one more pelvic floor. Do we want to do it? Yes, we do, right? It's an important part of our body. Okay, so lift one leg up like this, 2 inches, and down, and the other leg up 2 inches. Good, and down, a couple times like that. Yeah, so as soon as you lift your leg up, you're actually pulling in. You probably feel that a little bit in your lower kind of belly. You're pulling in and up a little bit. Good, in and up. Good, now we're going to add the arms to it. This is rowing the boat. So we're going to take the arms like we're holding an oar, and we're going to row one side, and row the other side. And row, and row. And now you're going to incorporate the lift a little bit, and then the lift, yeah. So there's a little twist to the torso as we're strengthening those muscles. We get a little different group of muscles in there. Good. Rowing, rowing. Rowing our boats. Good. And then the double oar, this is a little bit tricky. So when you do double oar like this, you're going to lift up your legs only about 2 inches, not a lot. If you do it too high, you're using your back. I want you to use your core. Whew, good. We're almost to shore, a couple more rows. Good. And then release it. Now we'll stretch those belly muscles by doing the similar thing that we do when we do this, right? So just feel that kind of stretch in your belly, in the front of your thighs. Good. Good, and then coming all the way back to the center, back to the center. Good. All right, we're going to end it with one more little hand mudra. Okay, so this one is going to be steeple mudra. See how that looks? They also call this Charlie's Angels. Okay, Charlie's Angels, okay? But it comes like this, steeple mudra, okay? And then we're going to reach all the way up, and we're going to bend to one side, to the center, bend to the other side, to the center, bring it all the way back in. Coming into prayer pose, you're going to open up the 3 middle fingers to form a lotus flower. Good. Close the buds. Open it again. Close the buds. This time when you open the lotus flower, we're going to turn it into a crown so it comes up, up, up. Place it on top of your head, and then just show all your girlfriends your crown. Yay. And let your jewels glitter, so move your fingers a little bit, a little dexterity, good. And when you come all the way down, both palms touch each other, face forward. Turn them back to back and make a knuckle fist. Make a knuckle fist, good. And then release it. Okay, we'll do a little lymph kind of shake. So where are your lymph nodes? Let's do a little checking in. Main areas of your lymph nodes. Yep, in the neck, in the armpits, and in the thighs, right? Right in the crease, okay, in the groin. So what we're going to do is we're just going to wiggle everything like this. And the lymph love to be shaken about, okay? So we're just shaking things about. And then we're going to come up and we're going to shake and shake and shake. Good. And then we're going to use our voices while we're shaking. And then release. Very good. All right, ladies, you did a good job today. So close your eyes, sit back. For sure, use the back of your chair now. I totally give you permission. And just sit back and just relax. We're going to just settle in. I'm going to give you a little bit of a guided meditation. So I just want you to just find your breath again. And maybe just right now, I want you to tune into the sensations that your body is giving you. Notice it, right? Notice it. So maybe notice the warmth of your body or the coolness of your body, however you're feeling. And there's no judgment. It's not like, oh, I'm too hot or I'm too cold. Just notice. Notice if you feel any movement of air. Maybe from the open doors, maybe from the fans. Just notice if you feel that touching your skin. And then notice the moisture in your mouth. And I want you to take the top, I want you to take your tongue and roll across the top of your teeth. So all along the gum line. Back and forth. And then do the same with the bottom. Good. And then place the tip of the tongue right on the back side of your bottom teeth and let your tongue relax. Your tongue should feel broad and wide and relaxed. The tongue is part of the muscle group of your jaw. So let your jaws relax by separating your teeth. So you're allowing yourself a lot of softness and relaxation in your face. Face of a cherub. Your cheeks are soft. The edges around your eyes are soft. Noticing the area right in between your eyebrows and making that muscle area, the area that we do maybe some frowning, some concentrating, those lines, just let them be soft, let them relax. Even your ears. We carry expressions in our face, but also tension, so let everything soften. And then just notice the movement of your body with your breath. Don't try to breathe a certain way in or out, just notice. Notice if you feel your belly moving at all. As you breathe, your diaphragm moves up and down inside of you. This is what massages your organs. This is what allows your lungs to have more capacity. So if you're breathing and your belly is not moving, just notice that and keep that in mind, that maybe the next couple of breaths, see if you can breathe a little bit deeper down in the belly. And then turning your palms facing up towards the ceiling, connect your thumb and your index finger together. And your other 3 fingers are just gently curled. This is a beautiful mudra that represents that we are connected to something bigger than we are. The thumb being the divine force in life, and the index finger being us, interconnected. The palms are open and receiving. And then take this moment in gratitude for your body. Your body is your vessel in your life. Every breath gives you life to do the things you love to do. So thank your lungs. Thank your heart for moving your muscles. Thank your brain for doing all the hard work to move your body. Gratitude for our bodies, all the things we can do. Placing the palms flat on your lap so that you feel yourself grounded and stable, rooted, secure. And then gently bringing your hands to your heart in the prayer position. Feel free to touch your thumbs right into the center of your body as you bow your head downward. Drop your shoulders a little bit. Taking this moment of quietness and peacefulness inside of you. Taking that out into your day ahead. Spreading joy with just a smile to those you meet. I wish you all for your dedication to your health by being here today. Wish you a beautiful day, a beautiful week ahead. Namaste. Namaste to you all. Namaste, namaste, namaste.